After the shoulder is slanted, we can determine its length. Then let's go to Liberty Law first. Drag the parallel line directly with the left mouse button. Give a fixed value. Okay. What about our formula method? Because it is substituted with a value, so we're also moving it in parallel. Substitute our relevant formulas. Okay. That's now the line we just set out. And this is what we're intercepting. It's a slant shoulder. Then I can frame the choice. What about the length of our slanted front and back shoulders? How can you be sure? We use a comparison length tool. Measure the remaining position just intercepted. Click Record. This side is also measured. Click Record. After that, we can enter the table size variable table. Change its name. Slanted shoulder length. Then we use 1 and 2 wrist to distinguish between free law and formula law. Click OK. Then we use the Smart Pen. Click on any point on our front shoulder slash. Then select our reference point. Enter the one we just measured. Slanted shoulder length. That's 0.3 longer than it would be. We can add 0.3. Okay. At the same time, Liberty Law is the same. Switch stations. Input formula. Draw it vertically. Then we can look for the cuff arc. Before looking for the cuff arc, we want to determine an approximate position of its radian, directly using parallel lines. Free law, we just drag it. Enter the distance it goes this way. 1.5. The other side is also 2. So what about the formula method? Same as Liberty Law. Then we connect this point of the shoulder slant first to the depths of our sleeves. On the other side here, we intercept it. It will be connected like this later. Then through the modification tool, its radian can be adjusted manually. It's the same with our formula. Let's cut it out first. Connect. Adjust radian. To detect a connection state of arc, we can then use the Merge Adjustment tool. First, select the To Show Arcs just drawn. After turning green, right-click on the blank space. Select the two shoulder slashes attached to it. Right-click the blank space again. Hey, we can see it's a merged state. We can move this around. Go bigger. If you think the radian is okay, then we don't need to adjust it. Then if not, we can also click the points above to adjust. Right-click Finish. What about this situation? I put it aside. Feel free to refer to the adjustment. What about our formula method here? Demonstrate A. Adjust only in the original position. Continue to use the Merge Adjustment tool. Select the cuff arc. Right-click on the blank space. Select the shoulder slash to connect to. After that, we first open the Tool Properties bar. Uncheck this linkage adjustment. Right-click on the blank space. Then we can see it in its original position. Gave us a connection demonstration. You can also directly adjust the points on it to control our cuff arc. Right-click when done. And then in the next step we can use the Smart Pen. Do a quick sketch. Neckline socket. Neckline arc. It is also connected here. Then right-click the line to adjust it. Then we have free law and formula law. This basic. The structural lines are drawn. Like here, we drew it because it was a whole line. So parallel lines replicate an entire root. If you don't need it, you can box it where it truncates. It's the same as our free French formula. Then the time relationship. We won't continue drawing here. Let's show a difference between the free method and the formula method. For the convenience of display, I open the size editing bar from the display to adjust. On the left is Liberty. On the right is the formula method. When I change the part size, for example, the length of the clothes needs to be adjusted by 3 centimeters. Add 3. Hit Enter. Can see only the part set by our free law. He will adjust the structural line. Then subtract 2 here. And our sleeve cage depth +1. and our waist plus 2. Be careful when entering numbers. Don't have additional symbols. We only enter numbers. Like shoulder width, let's subtract to now and take a look. You can see it. All the locations associated with it will change. Then this is us. The difference between formula law and free law. So if you need this structure line or a pattern, requires extensive adjustment, we can also directly enter the specification sheet. Enter directly according to your needs. We can see the effect. Then we don't continue to draw the structure line. Then I will become a paper pattern. Let's take a look at the effect of its automatic code placement. I will first generate the pattern of the free law. Right-click Finish. Right-click Finish, and then we generate the pattern. They all use scissors tools to select the starting line. And what about these lines that we chose? Connected together must be closed. Otherwise, it can't generate such a. Let's take a look. On the left is the free legal version. We can only play the code manually. On the right is the formula method. We can do automatic code placement. Then let's set the automatic code placement first. Open spec sheet. Enter the number you need to code. And then we click on the base code. After being selected, the number is. Right mouse click. Enter the difference between each of its yardages. For example, I am 1.5 short of each length. Bust difference 4. Sleeve depth 0.5. Waist 0.5. Shoulder width 1. Waist 4. Collar circumference 1. That's like a sleeve length. We didn't draw this. We won't set it up. Click OK. We can see the automatic code placement side. He directly completed the automatic code placement. What about manually putting the code on this side? We need to use, third, most of these code placement tools. So I'm going to go through the basics here. The first is to choose the tool. The choice tool is the point where we need to put hair. We make a choice about it. Now hem. What about after choosing? The code table will automatically pop up here. Then in order to ensure that it is the same as the formula method, let's take a look at the formula method. How much does it automatically put here? The difference per yard is 1.5. That's because you put it manually on this side. If you assign it all to the hem, may be unreasonable, so you have to figure out how to distribute it yourself. Then my hem distribution is 1.1. Above assigned 0.4. Direct input. Y-axis 1.1 click Y is equal. The position where the top moves up after that. We enter 0.4. Also equal to click Y. What about our Liberty laws? He just put it right here in the front, middle, and back. You see if we have to put it manually. We'd better be in the side seam here, because we're trying to have a core baseline. So I put 4 here, then put 1 on each piece. Enter 1, x equals. How about this side? We correspond to. You can change it to a tool called Copy and Amplify Code. Use the Copy Amplifier toolbox to select it. After checking, go to the Tool Property bar on the right, according to the direction you want to put the code in. Now X is selected. Put the code in the opposite direction, so choose S to -S. Right-click on the blank space. Select the location you want to copy to. Right-click Finish. At this time, we are actually looking at shoulder slant here. He didn't finish the code. At this point, I also need to switch to a slash tool. Select the position of a vertical line. Click to the sharp point where you want to put the code. Make it a reference to another sharp point. Enter your code amount here. OK. The other side is also. Then pay attention. You see the choice here. It doesn't automatically recognize the other sharp point, so you have to manually switch it yourself. Click OK. Look. Therefore, we say that the free law and the formula law. That's how they put the code. Then it's different too. One is manual code placement. Put it with a tool. The other one is set directly in the specification sheet.